We are going to move on to our next speaker. He is Blake Steenek from San Diego, California, and he has been affected since October of 2015. So, Blake, take it away and tell us your living with LHON story.
Sounds great. Thank you, Maria. So my name's Blake Steinica. I'm from San Diego, California. I've lived in San Marcos, which is a city in North County, San Diego, my whole life. And yeah, I grew up with perfect vision and just had an amazing childhood, just defined by sports and so many amazing different things that I did. And in my right before my junior year of high school, when I was 16, I started to notice slight vision loss in one of my eyes. And, I thought it was nothing, but just was like, should be good to go get it checked out. Went to the doctor and very quickly was referred to a neuro-ophthalmologist and did the whole slew of tests that most people do. And during that time, my vision in one eye just kept getting worse. And in October-ish of 2015, my first semester of my junior year of high school, I was diagnosed with LHON. And in that moment, I still had good vision overall, and I, like many people could relate, I was just kind of struck with a lot of questions, and not in really like depressing way, just just think through, how am I gonna stay in school? Could I go to college? Could I keep playing sports that I play? Could I, would someone want to be in a relationship with me? Could I get married? All these things just ran through my head. And I think I was thankful for the people around me that quickly showed me that I could keep up doing these things. I would just have to do it a different way. And then in the coming months, in my second semester of my junior year of high school, in around like February, March, my other eye got involved, and both eyes progressed worse for about a year. So I lost my vision loss happened kind of between junior and senior years of high school. And so during those times, it's, very, very important time of year or time of life that kind of sets you up for where you're going, and didn't want to slow down at all, and kept up competitively in school, finished very well in high school, and continued to go to college at Cal State San Marcos, where I live. And college was definitely an incredibly hard journey. It was interesting going from a place where everyone knew me growing up in high school. They knew the sighted Blake, and then the blind Blake, for lack of better words. Um, and it was interesting going to college where no one knew me for that, and I was a little more, I don't know, more cut off from certain help and resources. Like, didn't have my TVI or teacher for the vision impaired, certain things. And I learned a ton and had great support that I really leaned into at our disability support services office, and just really got super duper uncomfortable, which is something I think we all have to get used to, just being uncomfortable, just embracing the awkward as so much of the time. And was able to graduate a semester early. So graduated in 3.5 years with my degree in marketing and my minor in Spanish, which was awesome to be able to do, and graduated with a 3.75 or 77 something GPA. And it was so hard, but like, I was proud I did it well. And I got the outstanding marketing student award, just for the top performing, just all around student in the marketing department with academic accomplishments and things outside of school. So that was quite an honor. And as just with how challenging school can be. And while I was in school, I did a variety of marketing internships to make sure I could prepare myself to work, as that's why I was in school. And now I'm working for a company called Tasco, and they make mountain biking gear and lifestyle apparel. So all pretty much all the gear that you ride in. And I've always had a passion for mountain biking, and now it's amazing to be working for one and working in industry that I'm passionate about, and getting great working experience. It just, it's an amazing feeling. And just seeing the meaning for all like the hardship of going through school and all that came with it. And then also personally, like, sports are such a huge passion of mine, and especially hockey. I thought I was definitely done playing hockey when my vision loss happened. And then I heard about blind hockey, and I was very skeptical because, I didn't want to play sports with people who had a disability, and that was just the stereotypes I had. But there was an event not too far away, so I decided to go to it. And long story short, I tried it out and fell in love with the game. And I very quickly realized that it had the adaptations that I needed to keep playing, such as a bigger puck that made noise, yellow and black jerseys for each team for high contrast, and incorporating all levels of vision loss to just make the game continue to work. And in that place, I found many people similar to my situation, who grew up playing hockey and then lost their vision. But more importantly, I found a community of people that really raised the bar for what was possible. Because I think when your vision loss happens, you quickly lower the bar for what you're capable of doing. But I was surrounded by people that raised the bar higher than I had the bar set for my life before my vision loss. And I think you should set the bar higher, because what vision loss will take a lot of things from your life, but it gives limitations that I think should be leaned into, and it grows your character in ways that will help you achieve more than you ever could before. Because maybe there's physical things we can't do, but there's things that everybody can't do, and we just don't always point those out in people. But I think we should, you know our limitations, but also know that what you gain in your character will help you achieve far more than what vision will help you do in your life. And it's just been an amazing experience to keep playing hockey, and to play on the US blind hockey team, and to represent my country and play at an elite level, but also uh, be able to grow the sport to more blind and visually impaired people, continuing to do so around the world. Is an amazing thing just to have that impact that a sport can provide. Uh, and I think my vision loss just has helped me just grow so much determination to where I also love mountain biking, which can be crazy enough with vision. But I've been able to continue to ride by using a guide that rides very close in front of me to talk me through the trail. And, I definitely have continued to ride even more technical trail. And where I live in San Diego, it's very hilly and very rocky. And just through like blood, sweat, and tears, I've learned to keep riding. And the person talks me through the trail, and as many of you could imagine, like all I can really make out is just kind of like their shape or their blob in front of me, and really nothing else helpful of the trail. And I think it's amazing just to be involved in any sport or hobby that teaches you how to persevere and to adapt in an environment that is fun for you. Because like mountain biking, playing hockey, or learning to surf, whatever it is, like it's very hard and can be super frustrating, but it's also really fun. And I feel like it helps grow your mindset for when you are, at school, at work, whatever it might be. I think it helps you just really build that mindset, which I've found to be really important. Um, and so it's just been amazing to keep doing those things, and to, in my work now, I'm able to connect that to my passions and hobbies, uh, is something that's very special to me. And I've even gotten into using cameras since my vision loss, as I've never was into really taking pictures or videos before my vision loss, but I got a GoPro camera right at the beginning of things, and was very quickly hooked to the idea of clearly capturing the world around me and sharing that with other people. Just to go on a trip, take a picture, come home, and look at it and zoom in on my screen was a powerful feeling. And it's been really special to get better and better at it, better at photography, making videos, using better cameras, and uh, really just pushing the limits with accessibility. Because the I really believe that technology is just going to keep getting better to where it's like, I think we need to shift our perspective where it's like, there's not really, yeah, there is something wrong with us. We do have a disability, but it's not negative or it's not bad. We just do things different. And I have to stop myself from looking from a sighted perspective that I used to have, to where if something's wrong with me, I need to fix it. And it's like, no, I just have to do it a different way. And I feel like using cameras in helping with accessibility for them and pushing it as just gives me hope for greater employment for people in our community, and just better access to life around us. And I'm just thankful for all that my I feel like all that my vision loss has taken away from me is a beautiful exchange for all the things that I have now. And lastly, like I think a culmination of all those doubts that I had at the beginning of my vision loss. How am I going to go to school? How am I going to get a job? Could I play sports? Could I get married? Like it's amazing seeing all these things answered. And um, at the end of it all, like I'm going to get married in a couple weeks here, which is just an amazing accomplishment, or not an accomplishment, just like amazing gift and a blessing to be able to do. Um, and I feel like my vision loss has just made it that much more special, going through it all. So, um, yeah, thanks for everyone for listening to that. And I hope can encourage someone, because I know how much other people's stories have impacted my life.
Okay, first of all, congratulations. You're getting married. That's awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Very lucky girl. I'm going to say very lucky girl.
And a
Um,
luckier guy too.
and a lucky guy. Yeah. So much going on. You just graduated college, as you said. There was an article that was shared in the Facebook communities with that sang all your praises and all of the awards that you received with graduation. So congratulations on that, and a wedding coming up. Wow, just a lot going on. And Blake, for someone being your age and everything that you just said is just amazing. The insight and perspective you have is just admirable. And thank you so much for sharing some wonderful pieces of advice and words of wisdom that I think people who are watching are going to really get something out of. I agree with you. Pushing the limits, getting uncomfortable, creates the most rewarding experiences that you never thought would be able to happen when we are affected, and when slowly questions and doubts are questions are answered, doubts are dissipated, and all of a sudden you're doing. And I think Megan said, all of a sudden you're doing, and you've really explored so many avenues and have been successful at it, Blake. And thank you so much for sharing all that you just did. It was wonderful. Thank you.